So it's kind of like, do you guys still want to see me? Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It has been a hot minute. I think it's been over a month, or definitely like almost 2 months since I've picked up a camera and filmed anything, because I didn't film anything for the majority of September and I haven't filmed anything in October. And so now it's like the first week of November and I'm just like, I don't know where to start, or I don't even know where to explain where I've been or like how these past 2 months have changed me as a person. Let's rewind back a little bit. So I decided in September that I was going to take a break because I knew there was a lot of things on my plate. Like I had a few trips planned. I was going to Austin, Texas, and I was going to Japan. So like an international trip. And I knew I couldn't edit on vacation. I also just wanted to be a little bit more present. So I was like, okay, let me try to pre-film a bunch of videos, edit them, and then have them scheduled throughout the whole entire month of September. And so I started working towards that in August. I was filming a bunch. Sometimes I would like film 3 to 4 videos in a day, edit them within a week, and just like schedule them out. And so I remember I was in the beginning of August and I was like, wow, I have videos scheduled to like the second week of September. Like, you guys won't know I'm taking a break, but it's all gonna be okay. That kind of was like the start where I'm like, okay, I think I did too much and now I don't want to look at myself or like look at a camera for a long time. Maybe I'm like burnt out from it, but I was just like, okay, that was a lot. And then September comes around and I just remember feeling so exhausted and tired. Like I barely any energy left in me. And I also work a 9-to-5 job and I love my YouTube channel so much and I wish I could do this full time, but that's just currently not the schedule right now. And I think a part of like that job really did burn me out. Like I was so tired and exhausted, and some days like I didn't even recognize myself because I was looking in the mirror and it would just be like, I just look so tired. And I had like really bad dark circles despite despite sleeping in a lot, and like I was just always looking towards to the weekend. And then once the weekend comes, all I wanted to do was sleep and I didn't want to do anything else. And that job like really did drain me and I just didn't have anything left to give. I feel like I'm getting off track, but I think I can tie it together. Having my YouTube channel was such like a light for me where I'm like, okay, work was work. Now I get to do something that I really do love. But I think that burnout really did follow me. And so I altogether as like a person was just so tired and drained and I couldn't do anything. Like I was so over it. I genuinely was just like really burnt out from my job, and it wasn't in like the field that I wanted to be in exactly. And when you're in a role that is like stressful and it like the stress carries into your like everyday life, it just is not a good feeling. It's not a fun feeling. And I was like having dreams about work, and that's when I was like, this isn't for me. Like I feel miserable as a person, and it starts to affect like who you are personality wise. Like I start to be a lot more irritable and just like, and it's not a fun thing to feel. Or like I hate being mean to people because I'm like, they don't deserve it. So I'm like, and not even like mean as in rude, but like just irritable, like, oh, I don't want to hear you talk right now because I just want to go to sleep. It was a rough time and I had to ride through the wave because I feel like you've all seen it online, but like the job market is scary. Everyone was just saying like, hold on to your stability and hold on to your corporate jobs. And so I was just like, I don't know what to do. Hopping back into September, I go on these trips and I'm still feeling like super burnt out where I can't really find myself enjoying the place that I'm in. And it's so weird. I quit my job. I personally have such a hard time with change in my life, or like transitional periods. And usually like I just get like super depressed and I just want to rot in bed for months on end. And it's so hard for me to deal with any life changes without like falling into a deep hole. And I noticed this when like I graduated high school. Like going from high school to college was so terribly hard for me to grasp and understand that I was just like so depressed all the time. Even like graduating college, I'm like, so I'm not in school anymore. Like any big transitional period in my life, any big changes, I just don't know how to deal with it. Like I don't know why. It's always been so hard for me. And so this time was not any different, but this time I was like, oh, I think I don't know how to handle life changes. An overwhelming amount of emotions, and I personally don't even know how to process like 3 emotions at the same time. So like having like 30, I'm just like, what is going on? I'm going to crawl under my bed sheets and live there forever. So September wasn't fun because that was like my transition period, and I just was like, I don't know what's going on. But September was also a really big month because I had these vacations planned, and then my sister got married and I was the maid of honor, and there was just like a lot of big things happening in September, and I was like, how do I put my big girl pants on and like, you know, be present in these moments? And I'm like starting to find this month to be a blur. Like I should have wrote down all of my emotions and like journaled it down so I can have like a list of things to bring you guys into that time of my life in a more descriptive way, but I genuinely can't even put like words to how I was feeling that month. Like it was so weird. But I think it was just like the after effect of like being burnt out for a few months and just being so tired. And when you quit that source of stress that was causing your burnout, the burnout doesn't leave. You still feel like super tired and exhausted, and it takes a while to bounce back. On YouTube, I was posting every single week in September without ever picking up a camera because of like all the work that I did in August. And so you guys really didn't see what was happening behind the scenes. And I don't know, I try to make my YouTube channel like a fun place that you guys can come here and watch fun book videos, fun vlogs, and just have a good time. And so I was like, I don't know if I like want to bring this to YouTube. And I've tried so many times in September to pick up like a vlog camera, and I would start it. The way I was talking, you can tell that I wasn't like really happy in it, because I was just like, okay, we're gonna clean my room. Okay, we're gonna put away these books. And I just like wasn't mentally present. And so I do have a bunch of footage, so maybe I'll like insert some September footage that I have at the end of this video, but it was a dark time. And I feel like I'm laughing about it now, but genuinely like seeing a little bit of light now that it's like November is definitely, we got through it. And in my head at this time, I was like, if I took September off, I will get back into doing all the things that I like enjoy, like filming YouTube videos in October. October comes and I still haven't picked up a camera, except there's more transitional things happening in my life. I did get a new job and it is currently remote, and I feel a lot more joy. I love the team that I work with, and the work that I do now is more aligned with what I want to do as a career, rather than my past role was a little bit different. So that feels a lot better. And I also turned a new age in October, and it just like kind of hit me that like I'm getting older every single year. A new spin around the sun, oh my god, what is it that people say? A trip around the sun. Is that right? I don't know. I just spent like a lot of October with like family, friends, and myself, and just like enjoying what it is that I was going through. Long story short, even though you just have to sit through the whole entire long story, I took 2 months off of YouTube, and now I'm slowly bouncing back in. And it is the second weekend of November, the first weekend of November, or the second, because last week was Halloween weekend. The second weekend of November, I'm filming my first YouTube video. I don't know when this will be uploaded, if this is uploaded in 1 week, in 2 weeks, in 3 weeks. Just know that I am like slowly getting back on the saddle and doing YouTube again. I am slowly trying to get back some of the new things in my life beyond what I shared. I also got a new bookshelf right behind me, and it is not organized in the slightest, but I did film like a little clips and bits of me getting this new bookshelf, organizing my bookshelf over there, which is the one you guys are really familiar with, and putting books on this side. I feel like because of my burnout, I haven't picked up a book in so long. Like I am in a really bad reading slump, but I definitely felt it coming, because I think in the summer, like starting in the summer or somewhere mid-year, I was like, I'm in a reading slump. Like I feel it coming, and so I'm like forcing myself to listen to audiobooks just so I can like have books going on or have something for like a reading wrap up. And that just was like, it's not fun when you enjoy reading so much but you're like forcing yourself to read, or like with any hobby for that matter, like if you enjoy it truly but when you're in a slump and you're like forcing yourself, it just feels so performative. And that's genuinely how I felt. And I was just like, okay, I finished the audiobook. Like I wasn't even present, but I was there. I listened to the story, and it was just hard for me to enjoy things. So I think August, September, October, I was just like, I haven't picked up a book. And I still haven't picked up a book. I tried to pick up one from Ellie Silver, and I think I'm on like chapter 4, and I got that sometime in October. So it's been a minute. I also picked up Hannah Grace's new book because I feel like I have loved all of her other books. Like I love Icebreaker. So I was like, I feel like this holiday book might bring me out of my slump. Haven't touched it yet, so definitely on my list to touch it, but not yet. I definitely feel like part of me not picking up a camera or like filming anything is because I was stuck in a routine of videos that I was filming. Like no budget book shoppings. I mean, I only have like done 3, but those were definitely on my agenda. Book thrifting, little free library vlogs, those are videos that you guys are like loving and you guys request often, and I love filming them. Like I truly do, so I don't want this to come off like I don't enjoy filming them, but it almost was to the point where I was adding it on my agenda. I'm like, okay, this month where is like the thrift video, this month where is the little free library vlog. And as much as like I love filming them, I want them to be like, oh, I'm in the mood to film that, rather than like, okay, like I need to squeeze that in my like list of videos this month. Reading wrap-ups, like those, there was just a rotation of like maybe 5 to 6 videos that I was filming constantly back to back to back because I know that's what you guys wanted, and that's just like was the routine I have created. And maybe I will like slowly dive back into filming those videos if like I'm in the mood, but I definitely want to bring more new content. I love vlogging, but I kind of want to have like more structure to my vlogs. I feel like the vlogs that I used to do were very like, here's the camera and like here's my friends, let's just pass it around and talk, or let's just like have it hang on the side like a fly on the wall type of situation, or like me filming clips and then like talking about it later. And while those are fun, I kind of want to bring more creative structure to them. But I think I'm entering a new era where I want to get back on YouTube and I want to film these videos, but I'm exploring like what content actually does bring me joy to film, also balance it with like what you guys want to see. It's hard because we started this channel with like books and like all things books basically, but I haven't touched a book in like 2 months, so it's kind of like, do you guys still want to see me? And I also think part of it is like me being so scared to like jump out of the structure of this YouTube channel that I have built and created, which is like surrounding books and like the consistent videos. Maybe I might get scared and I start posting the same videos again. But I'm telling myself like it's okay to start over. Like it's okay to start new and start fresh. Like genuinely, I'm in my 20s. It's okay. If I become like a baking channel, if I become an interior decorator channel, whatever it is that this channel turns to, I'm giving myself grace that like it is okay if like suddenly that is what I'm into. I can start over. Like as long, I saw this quote on TikTok, so I didn't come up with it, but like as long as I'm alive, I can start over. Honestly, it has gotten to a point in my life where like those inspirational quotes on TikTok are actually inspiring me. I don't know what I'm gonna do today. I don't know. I feel like it's like catching up with an old friend, and there's so many things I want to tell you guys, and I just want to sit here and gossip with you guys forever, and I feel like I genuinely could, but I'm also scared because I know like YouTube, the internet, like it's not just us that's watching this video, like other people can watch it as well, but I definitely want to just like sit down with all my subscribers and just gossip because I feel like that'd be so fun. That's genuinely how I feel all the time. Every time I'm like filming a YouTube channel, I'm like, okay, this is me, and for my subscribers, like we're a close-knit community, so I want to gossip with them, but I'm like, oh my gosh, other people can also watch this videos. So like, what if I share something? And like, what if it's someone from my hometown? Which I don't really care for, but I'm also like, I do care a little bit. Not in the sense of like I'm like too embarrassed to like stop posting, but I'm kind of like, oh, I don't need you to perceive me, especially online. I wish we could all just meet up and just gossip and like leave the gossip session with just vibes. I don't know, these past few weekends I wish I could talk about like my birthday party weekend or Halloween weekend. To make a long story short, I am happy to slowly jump back on YouTube, and whatever that may be, maybe it's no longer once a week videos, which that's like the goal that I'm going towards. I'm hoping to get back on like the regular schedule of like at least once a week, but I know myself and I don't want to like get overly excited, jump back in full force, and then burn myself within like 2 months because I jumped in it too fast. So I'm gonna take this a little bit slower, and that makes me really sad that I don't get to see you guys as much, but I think for the long run, it's going to be a lot better because I'm slowly jumping into it, but then maybe I'll get back and be more consistent. But like, please hold my hand through this era, guys. Like, we're all going through a transitional period. Thank you guys so much for watching and for being here and for holding my hand through this rough patch of my life that I'm slowly crawling out of. So thank goodness. Thank you guys for being here, and thank you guys so much for this community and for all your love and support. Like, it means the world to me. So I am eternally grateful, and I can't wait to be back and start filming some fun things. Bye guys, see you in the next video.